Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and today we have an interesting video because there's a lot of different subjects to talk about. We're going to be talking about the market overall and what I think about it. A lot of people are talking about a crash. We also have earnings coming up tomorrow for Amazon, Google, Pfizer, and many others. And there's a few other miscellaneous stuff I want to talk about also in this video. But first, let's go ahead and recap on some of the stocks that we've been talking about for a while that are absolutely popping right now. So Skyworks, you guys should know this stock if you're familiar with my channel. I've been talking about buying them since they were around about 135 a few months ago. We've been talking about on the channel for a long time. They reported earnings. They've been killing it. They're a 5G stock. And if you look at some of my past videos, they're actually one of the my top favorite 5G stocks. They also have several different chips. I think it's like 6 or 7 different chips in the iPhone. Now, we are up around 30% on Skyworks. It's a great long-term hold, but it's at an all-time high right now, 52-week high, all-time high. So I would probably wait on Skyworks if you are concerned with getting in with them. I would put your price alert right around $150 for Skyworks. And I did have a bigger position in Skyworks too. We're up 34%. I've been selling some of my position off. So if you are holding it from when I said to buy it, go ahead and take some profits right now. I sold about 50% of my position. Now, in some of my other YouTube videos, I have been saying to buy Amazon at $3,100. And if you did follow my advice on that one, you should be up around 7 to 8% too, because Amazon did pop up another 4% today. And it's great long-term hold. We're going to fire rapid through a lot of different stocks. So if you guys like when I do rapid fire, let me know too. Now, we have been talking about HIMS on the YouTube channel and the close friends. We're up about 40% on HIMS. And some of my other students are now up over 50% on HIMS. I only have a small position. I have been taking profits here and there, but I know some of my students actually took out very big positions on this one. And as soon as we started buying it and making YouTube videos about it, Kathy Wood actually started adding it to her ARC portfolio, which was a catalyst of why in the last month, it's actually spiked over 41%. And in the last week, it's up over 57%. So I've been cashing out of my position. I've been selling out. I probably wouldn't be buying right now. I would be waiting at least till about $18 to $15 to be buying this one. Now, Moderna has been on an absolute heater recently, but today it's down 9%. We lost a good chunk of change. But if you see, I have a decent sized position, around $620, and we were up almost $200 at one point. Our total return is still 29%, which is a great thing. And I think they can get back to that all-time high, that 173 mark. But if you look at the pattern of this one, the popular resistance is right around the all-time high, and then it goes back down. And it looks like it hit that resistance again, and right now it's bouncing, and it kind of seems like it might do what it did here. So I might be unloading a little bit and taking some gains at 30% instead of the 40 to 50% where I wanted to take gains. I might sell like $200 to $300 on my position and take some gains there. Now, Intel is another one that we've been making a lot of money on this channel. We've been swing trading it like crazy. This has actually been one of the stocks that we've been swing trading the most because the pattern is very easy in my opinion. We're up 17%. We've already taken a lot of gains on this one. We only have about $400 left in this position. And as you can see, like, look at the pattern. We've talked about it so many times, so I won't go into too much detail. But the support for the last 3 years has been right around $45. So we keep buying at $45, $48 is our average cost, and we swing trade it. And we've been taking gains. Now, Intel is typically one you don't really want to run an option on unless it's right at the bottom at like the 44 or 45, because as you can see right here in the January, it's very unpredictable on the short term. But if you're looking at the long-term chart, 45 is where you typically want to buy in at, and you want to sell anywhere to $60, $55 a share for Intel. Now let's talk about Tesla a little bit because I know you guys have been wanting an update on Tesla. And in my opinion, Tesla is a great stock, and I think it's one of the best EV stocks. So if you believe in EVs, it definitely, in my opinion, should be majority of your diversity of the EV sector. So you should own the most of Tesla out of any EV. Now, with that being said, anything $800 a share or under, I wouldn't mind buying in Tesla, but that's if you're holding for long term. So I would only be buying around $800 or lower if you're concerned with long term and you're going to be holding for 1 to 2 years. Now, if you're a swing trader and you're more involved into short term and you want to just swing trade Tesla and only hold it for like a month or two, then you might want to consider buying in closer to like 400, 500, or 600. I would say anything under like 650 if you're a short-term investor. I think that Tesla can get that low again, in my opinion, 650. But the thing is, there is no guarantees it will get that low. And that's why I always recommend, I'm a long-term investor, so I would probably be buying closer to that $800 mark and then dollar cost averaging my way lower, my price lower and lower. If it does go lower to 600 or even $500 a share, that's when you start loading the boat and bringing your average cost lower. Now, if you guys take a look at that. Their market cap is 840 billion, guys. That is absolutely ridiculous. So they're almost $1 trillion company. They're going to be joining the $1 trillion club along with Apple and a few others. The PE ratio is 1,585. And if you read through some of these articles, Tesla gets a street high 1,200 price target. The fireworks aren't over yet. So if you read some of these articles, they're pretty interesting. So Tesla got a massive target boost from Piper Sandler, and they're saying it can go up to easily $1,200 a share. So that's why, in my opinion, if you're buying at $800 a share for long term, it could go up to $1,200 a share very easily. Now, I would recommend reading a few of these articles for Tesla, but Tesla is very symbolic to what's going on in the markets right now, and it's a lot of hype stocks because everyone wants the next Tesla. So just in the span of 1 year, Tesla has gained over 800%. And now everybody wants to find the next Tesla. And they want every stock to go up 800% or 500%, when in reality, that's very dangerous for the stock market and it creates a bubble, right? So right now you're hearing a lot of talk about the stock market crash, bubbles, which is very realistic because of all the money that's being printed, the hype that's going on, the distractions in the market. Everything's at an all-time high. Everything's overextended. We've never seen anything like this where stocks are going up 200%, 400% in 1 week or 2 weeks. And it's not just AMC and GameStop and these other stocks. There's a lot of stocks that gain 50% every single day, 200% every single day. And that's definitely not stable and definitely not long term. So don't expect that the stock market's going to be like that for the rest of your investing career. You know, this is a thing that you want to take advantage of right now. You want to be very careful. More important, you want to not spend too much money on these crazy stocks, and you want to follow the fundamentals because that will take you a lot further in the long term. So with that being said, I'm keeping 20 to 30% in cash, or maybe even a little bit more right now. But you don't want to be too heavy on cash over 30% because everyone talks about a stock market crash, a stock market bubble. But what happens in reality? Everything rallies, everything keeps going up. People have been talking about a stock market crash for the last 3 months. And if we listened to them and took all of our money out of the market, you would have missed the gains that we've had in the last, look at that, last 3 months. I would have missed out on $8,726 if we listened to people in stock market crash. At the end of the day, there's always going to be bears. There's always going to be bulls. And you kind of want to educate yourself. And at the end of the day, you want to be kind of in the middle of it. You don't want to be too heavy on one side. You want to look at all angles, everything going on in the stock market. You don't want to be too amazed by the stock market and fall for its trance and say, I'm pumping every single dollar I ever had into options because the stock market only goes to the moon. Because in reality, you might get hurt and you might get discouraged if you start losing money, especially if you're a new investor and you're investing this way. You might want to just take a little bit of a step back. If you're an experienced investor and you've been investing for 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, and you already understand the stock market a little bit more, you understand the potential risks, and you're outweighing it the right way and investing responsibly, then in my opinion, it's okay to invest a little bit more risky. Especially if you're on the younger side, you're allowed to be a little bit more risky. But that doesn't mean make 100% or even 50% of your portfolio a risky portfolio. In my opinion, over 60% to 80% should be in safer stocks and not risky investments like options or YOLO stocks or meme stocks or any of those kind of crazy stocks. So I hope you guys liked that miscellaneous video. We kind of recapped a few different stocks that we've made some money on. We talked a little bit about Tesla. We talked a little bit about the stock market crash, and we rapid fired on those stocks too. So let me know if you guys did like that. I am accepting people for my transformation, stock market transformation. So especially if you're a beginner, if you go to my Instagram page and there's success number 1 and then success number 2, you can read that. The success number 2 is a little bit more recent because we filled up an entire highlight. Once you hit 100 highlights, you actually fill up that entire one. So I had to make a number 2 on client success and testimonials and positive experience that people have had with my program. So if you need a little bit more direction, you want to learn the stock market a little bit better too, and you want to take it seriously this year, go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I am accepting new students right now. It is a program that does cost money, keep in mind, so I will send you an application. And then after the application, I'll send you over my website so you can check out all the details, what I offer, and everything too. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, DM me on Instagram. Also, share this video with a friend if you found it helpful on the situation in the stock market right now. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe because YouTube is the only place you will find these full videos as well. And guys, thank you for all the love and support. We have been growing very, very fast. If you look at my recent video that I posted a few days ago, it already has 123 comments on this video. So if you guys want to hop over to my Instagram, and a lot of people are, replying to people's questions. So if you have a question, leave it in there. If you see somebody's question that you can respond to, please help me out, guys, and respond to some of these easier questions that the beginners have too. And let's develop an awesome community too on my Instagram and here on YouTube. Even leave some comments too, and we'll discuss on YouTube just like we do on Instagram. All right, guys, until the next video, I'll see you in the next one. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.